If you really want to heal your nervous system, you have to set boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself, set boundaries with others, set boundaries in your routine, because your body needs to be able to expect safety all around. And you can't have things coming out of left field that make you feel compromised, okay? So for example, setting boundaries with yourself. You say, okay, listen, I'm not gonna go to sleep past midnight. Or hey, I'm not gonna overeat this food. Or hey, I'm gonna go to the gym and be moderate and not overdo things. You set boundaries for yourself and you stick within them so that your brain starts to get used to the activity and the thing. It starts to feel safe with it, right? And you don't overdo things, so you don't go up and down. You don't get those adrenaline spikes, those extra dopamine spikes, because those dysregulate the immune system. What you're trying to do is stay balanced. You're not trying to constantly get the next adrenaline hit, right? So that is setting a boundary. Example, setting a boundary. Setting a boundary in relationships. You have to make sure that if there's things that people do that they trigger you, you have to straight lay down the law right from the beginning and say, hey, guess what? That's not going to work for me. We have to have a discussion about this. We need to make sure that this is going to be okay, because if not, you're going to be triggered and those boundaries are going to be crossed and you're going to feel sick and it's going to be unwell. So you got to set boundaries not only with yourself, but in your relationships, okay? And then you have to be able to establish this in all of your, all of your life, in every single place. If there's something that you're dealing with in your life, you have to know where the line is and know where to not cross it, okay? If you cross that line, you put your body into shock, you overdo it, anything from even your workout routine to your sleep routine to how much you're eating to how much time you're spending, thinking about self-care versus pleasing others, you got to be able to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries, okay? There's spiritual relationships you have to go ahead and focus on. There's, things beyond just your business. There's personal relationships. You have to set business boundaries. Oh, I'm only going to work till 5 p.m. You're going to make sure that you have discipline. And you got to be consistent. This is what leads to manifestation.